Greetings from MWN.com. Dr.M.Wilson, formerly Vice Principal and Head of Department of Commerce, Scott Christian College, Nagercoil is delighted in presenting this session. Thank you. Please subscribe the channel MWN.com. Chapter 2. Material. Meaning and definitions of material. Material means substance of which a thing is made. It is also defined as commodity supplied to manufacturing industry for further processing to get a product which has utility. Material in raw form has utility only for manufacturing industry. It assumes utility only when it is converted into some other product. The term, material, and stores are often used interchangeably. But stores is wider term used to mean raw materials, like factory supplies, jigs, fixtures, component parts, equipment, tools, maintenance and repair item, partly finished goods and finished goods. Material control. Material constitutes prime part in a product. Material cost assumes a major portion of the cost of the product. Hence, a control in the material cost reduces the cost of production. Material cost can be controlled in two ways: I. By economical purchase and E. By economical utilization of the material in the production process. Economical purchase means buying raw material at right quantity, at right time and at right price. Purchase of too much quantity means locking up of working capital in the storeroom. At the same time, purchase of too little quantity may not be sufficient for the smoothly production activity. Hence, it is advisable to purchase optimum quantity. Purchasing of material at right time indicates purchasing when the price of the material is at low level. Right price indicates the good bargaining and also selecting the right source where the price is comparatively low. Economical utilization means preventing wastage, spoilage and theft of material. It can be done with the help of sophisticated machines, efficient techniques and by good storehouse. Hence, the material control ultimately aims at reducing the cost of production. It is the duty of the managers in charge of the purchase department, finance department and production department to control the cost of material and achieve the low cost of production. The effective control of material involves the following requirements. 1. The investment in material would be at optimum level. 2. Minimum stock of material should be maintained for uninterrupted production. 3. Material purchased should be of good quality at reasonable price. 4. Proper storage facilities should be provided to prevent fire, theft and spoilage. 5. Storeroom should be near to the production center to minimize the cost of transfer of material. 6. Store's ledger should be maintained to record the receipt, issue and balance of material. 7. Vouchers regarding purchase and material requisition should be maintained properly. 8. There should be proper coordination between the finance department, purchase department, production department and department of storekeeping. 9. Standard printed forms should be used for material requisition for purchase and for issue of material. 10. Internal check system should be adopted in the material requisition, purchase and issue. 11. Bin cards should be maintained, if the materials are of different varieties and types. Meaning and definitions of related concepts. 1. Direct material and indirect material. Direct materials are those materials which can easily be identified in the product. Example: wood in furniture, steel in car, etc. Indirect materials are those material which cannot be easily identified in the product. Example: tools, jigs, fixture, consumable stores used in operation, lubricating oil, grease, fuel oil, broomstick, cotton waste, etc. 2. Centralized and decentralized purchasing. Centralized purchasing means purchasing by a separate department for all the requirements of the concern. The separate department called purchase department which will purchase on behalf of all other departments. Purchase department in some concerns purchase the material for the requirements of the branches also. The purchase department purchases the material on the basis of the purchase requisition received from other departments. Decentralized purchasing means purchasing by all the departments. Each department purchase the materials by themselves without depending on other department. In decentralized purchasing, there will not be a separate purchasing department. 3. Storekeeping. Storekeeping is the process of receiving and maintaining of material in a place called storehouse. The material will be maintained so that there will be no damage, theft or loss of material. Material should be kept in storehouse with proper classification and codification, so that it can easily be identified. 4. Centralized storekeeping and decentralized storekeeping. In centralized storekeeping, all the materials of the concern are kept at one place. A storekeeper is in charge of the storehouse. He receives the material purchased and keeps it in concerned places. He also issues the material to various departments on the basis of the authorized material requisition note. It is the duty of the storekeeper to maintain proper records for the material receipt, material issue, and the balance of materials. Decentralized storekeeping means keeping the material at various places of material requirement centers of the concern. It avoids unnecessary delay in getting the material from one place. 5. Storekeeper. Storekeeper is the person in charge of the storehouse. It is the duty of him to receive the material, inspect the material, classify and assign code number and keeping them in concerned places. He also issues the material to various departments, particularly the production department on the basis of the material requisition note. He has to maintain records for the receipt, issue and balance of the materials, and to make entries in the bin cards. 6. Bin card. Bin card is a card maintained by the storekeeper to record the quantitative data of receipt, issue and balance of the material. It also contains details regarding maximum, minimum and reorder stock level. It is kept at the bin where the material is kept. Each type of material has separate bin cards. A model of the bin card is stated below. A model bin card is presented here. 7. Difference between bin card and stores ledger. The important differences between bin card and stores ledger are as follows. 1. Bin card is a record of quantities only. Stores ledger is a record of both quantities and value. 2. Bin card is maintained by storekeeper while stores ledger is maintained by cost accountant. 3. In bin card, transactions are recorded immediately after the receipt or issue of material. In stores ledger, transactions are not recorded immediately. 4. In bin card all transactions are recorded, but in stores ledger transactions are summarized and posted periodically, say once in a month. 8. Stock verification. Stock verification is the process of comparing the physical quantity or weight of materials in the store with the records. The balance of materials recorded in the store's ledger should be available in the store room. The physical units of material as well as its quality should be examined in the stock verification process. By stock verification, the frauds by manipulating store's ledger can be identified and rectified. There are two methods of stock verification. They are a periodic stock verification and b. perpetual stock verification. A periodic stock verification. Periodic stock verification is a method of verifying the stock periodically, like once in a month, quarterly, half-yearly or yearly. The stock verification should be done without affecting the production process. This method is normally adopted when the quantity and types of materials are large. Different verification periods may be adopted for different materials. Costly material requires verification often than low-cost materials. The details of the verification should be recorded in inventory records and kept with the respective bins or racks. After verifying all the stocks, a report should be prepared by the investigators. B. Perpetual stock verification. This method is otherwise called as continuous stock verification. In this method, the verification of stock is done continuously. Whenever the materials are purchased and issued to the production center, stock should be verified. This method is normally adopted when the materials are of high value. There is a need for a team of staff to check the stock if the quantity and type of materials are large. The investigators should compare the records with the physical quantity of material. If any difference is identified, then it should be recorded in the remark column of the respective bin cards.